Hey guys, Tinker Tailor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. Today we have Gloom, who is a grass poison type Pokemon. Similar to yesterday's Oddish, Gloom is a blueberry looking Pokemon, except it doesn't just have feet, it also has arms. And the green leaves on Oddish have now kind of fallen and become a bit more orange. I say a bit more, they're bright orange. And then there are these like almost coconut looking, it's like a 4-leaf flower, but instead of leaves they look like coconuts. But there is a little pink, pinkish brownish thing in the middle that looks like the I've forgotten the anatomy of a flower, but like the center bit of the flower that isn't the petals. And this Pokemon looks like it is drooling. So when I saw this, the coconut looking petals on its head kind of reminded me of like donut bowls, and I was like, that's a dessert bar. That's something you would get at a dessert bar, and like it's drooling. It's like, oh, this is so good, this is so yummy, like, ooh, maybe I do a dessert bar. Okay, let's do that. So yeah, I decided to do a dessert bar. Also, you might notice that my game no longer looks a bit broken. I kind of ignored that in previous videos and didn't say anything about it because yeah, it's a little broken. But I updated my mods and it's all good now. I didn't want to stress any modders out there to be like, you have to hurry up and fix them. Rah, rah. I didn't care. I was like, I'm happy to I've learned how to use the game broken, so I'm fine with it. But it did make me really sad to see that when Twisted Mexi released the first update, there was the update for, I think, Tool, that, okay, I don't know if Twisted Mexi is male or female, but they said that, you know, if you've been patient, thank you. If you haven't, learned to be. And it just makes me really sad that, like, people have lives, people, like, it's gonna take time to update. I have had a little bit of looking into even just simple basic coding, and it starts to get real complex real fast. Like, I've thought about setting up a website for the A to Z challenge, and that was just a thought I had this morning, and it's probably gonna take me 6 months to just put together a landing page, and this is like making one from scratch instead of, you know, doing the drag and drop website makers, because I do want to personalize it as much as I can. And yeah, like I said, I really don't know any coding, so yeah, it makes me really sad that people are like being really impatient. I don't understand it, you know. This is something that someone's doing for free for you, and you want to be mean? Like, no, stop it. Be nice. But to those of you who have been patient, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm not the one making the mod or anything like that, but I don't want people biting the hand that feeds me. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am addicted to Tool. I am reliant on Better Build By. I can't do without them. Like, they are something that I have a codependency on now. So if you keep biting the hand and I lose these things because of you, I'm going to be very, very upset. To this, and again, this is specifically to the impatient people. If you're being patient, I can imagine you feel very similar. Like, if you use these mods, and even if you don't, if you're just like, you know, I kind of almost want to say a basic human being, a decent human being, that yeah, you don't. There is nowhere in the world where it says that a modder must update a mod immediately and must do it every single time. Like, it's, you know, if Twisted Mexi wanted to, they could stop any modding as of like right now. They could decide that, and there's nothing any of us could do because that is their choice. We do not get to decide what other people want to do with their spare time. So yeah, if you are being an impatient little bean, maybe just try some breathing exercises, look into some yoga or therapy or something, I don't know. And by the time you've done all that, the mod will be updated. It'll be fine. You'll be good, and everything will be good to go, and we can get these things done and play with our games again. You know, it's a good little thing. I think we should try practicing a little bit more patience and self-care and love for others, because yeah, like I said, I can't mod, I can't code, I can't do any of that. So to have a person, or to know that at least one individual out there is being impatient, like if you are that impatient, you fix it. You create a mod and you fix it. You know, like I spent spent like a couple of weeks forgetting to even look up whether or not the mods were updated, because I just gotten used to the fact that, well, I mean, it's not that I got used to it, it's just like I expected the mod to take some time to be updated, because I knew there was a bunch of things happening. You know, the new pack was coming out, there was the update beforehand that broke it, and I imagined that it would be released after the pack came out, and yada yada yada. So I honestly didn't even look up mods for weeks. And then, yeah, one day I did, and it was like, oh, it's been updated for like a week, whoops. Okay, maybe I should do that. So yeah, I had a very, very broken set of mods and a broken set of game, and then there was another update and it broke it again, and I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll wait. So you did see for a little while, for the last like maybe a week or so of videos, that yeah, the mods were very, very, like they very much broke the game in this round, in terms of UI, but I didn't mind. It was something that was like, yeah, I could still use the game, it doesn't matter. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it looks so much better now that it's back to normal, but yeah, like I was saying, if it's broke, I'll wait. I'll wait for it to be fixed. I'm not gonna rush people into, you know, it's like, think of it like if you have a pair of pants that broke, you know, let's say there's a rip right down the seam. That's a pretty easy, simple fix, I guess, and you could do it in a matter of seconds, or you could do it in, you know, like if you really wanted to make sure it looked good and was really firm and strong and wouldn't come apart again and looked seamless with the rest of the hem and whatnot, it would take a bit more time. And I imagine if you did have a rip in your pants, you would probably not want that pair of pants to be ripped again, so you would expect it to take a little bit longer to make sure that care was put into making sure those pants were not ripped. Now, I also imagine some people might need those pants the next day or something, like it's very, very important and whatnot. But if you're expecting someone else to fix something for you, especially when you're not paying them, especially when they're doing it for free, you have to be patient, you have to wait. Like, you can't force someone to do something that they just don't have the time for, you know? You know, I knew someone whose pants did rip, and they asked me to fix it, and I was like, I don't know how to fix it, but my mum does, so I will ask my mum to teach me to fix the hem of this pants. And they were like, cool, I have a spare pair of pants, but they're not very comfortable, they're you know, they're my backup pants, so I would appreciate it if you could, like, you know, the sooner the better. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And so I went to my mum and I was like, hey, can you teach me how to do this? And she was like, I can't do it right now, but I'll teach you a little bit later. And I let my friend know that, and they're like, yep, cool, that's fine. Like that works and whatever. And so yeah, we took some time, and I think my mum ended up just fixing them, because I didn't end up having time to fix them or to learn how to fix them. So my mum just fixed them, and my friend was very, very grateful for that. And that it's just stuff like that, you know, like I have computer issues, and if they get broken or stuck or whatever and I don't know how to fix it, I go to my roommate Onion, who, I don't want to say contrary to popular belief, but like, that, again, that's not what I'm trying to say, but like, yeah, like it's he is an individual, he has his own time, his own space, his own, you know, whatever, and when he can, he will come help. And until then, I basically just have to wait. I mean, if there's an emergency, he'll come and help quicker, but I don't think there's really ever been an emergency. You know, even when he was away He was away for a while over the Christmas period, and I had a few issues then, and yeah, he kind of helped me diagnose it over the internet. But again, it wasn't rushed or anything like that. I sent him a message with the issues. He got back to me a bit later, and you know, it was all good and fixed up. And as much as I panic and I want to get computer issues fixed as soon as possible, I just had to wait because, you know, I can't, again, he's doing it for free. I can't force him to hurry up and help me. So yeah, it was good. It does help me learn a little bit of patience. But, you know, long story short, modders have a lot to do. They have a lot, I mean, not even just modders, but like people who do things for the game. You know, some people have real lives outside of that. I say some people, all of them have real lives outside of that. You know, like jobs and families and friends and households to take care of and whatnot. So, long story short, just be a bit more patient. And I feel like if we're all a bit more patient, that it'll actually happen a little bit sooner because the stress won't be as much on these people, you know? I know that when I'm feeling stressed, things take longer. I will take longer to do those things because I'm stressed, and I'm going to do it in a way that helps me not feel stressed. So, you know, if someone's sitting there stressing me out, I'm going to take extra long to fix this thing. I'm not going to do it in the timescale you want me to. I'm going to do it in the timescale that works for me because I don't need that extra stress. So I feel like it's a similar sort of thing with modders. If we don't stress them out, and if we just go to the website and quietly check if it's updated or not. Nope, not updated, cool, I'll come back tomorrow. And just quietly do that. They're not going to feel stressed out. They're not going to feel like they're overwhelmed. You know, they already know that people are going to be wanting the update. They're already going to know that people are going to be starting to ask questions, and they've got to get in and get it done. But if we just create an environment of relaxation and kindness and caring, that stress level will drop down, and they'll be able to identify the issues and focus on that and fix it up instead of trying to negotiate feelings with people who are very impatient. So long story short, let's just spread some love and some kindness and some patience, and I'm sure things will work out, you know? I also think it applies to individuals themselves, you know? I think if you are stressed out about something, just apply some kindness and some love to yourself, and you'll get there, you know? We'll have some moments where you can get some progress and you can get some things done and you can feel good about it. You know, like today, I have some stuff I need to do, I'm a tad bit stressed about it, but I'm having moments of self-care and self-love, you know? When I made myself a cup of tea, I put some laundry on. I mean, it's laundry isn't so much self-care, but it's, you know, I'm doing something, it's productive, and I'm going to feel good about it later because I'm going to have some nice, fresh, clean clothes, and I'm going to get things done today, and it's going to feel beautiful. So, you know, I think if we all just practice some self-care, some self-love, self-patience, and patience with others, and love for others and whatnot, I think the world would just be slightly less stressful. And I know there are people out there who won't do that. I know there are people out there who will continue to make your life stressful and painful, and maybe they don't even realize it, or maybe they do and they do it on purpose. I don't know. But I do know that if we all just take little steps to try and make the world a better place, it just becomes that little bit more bearable, that little bit more manageable and happy. So, yeah. Practice some self-love today. If you haven't watered yourself or sunned yourself, definitely go do that. I went outside and had a little bit of sun time today, and I feel really good about it. I feel a little bit more refreshed and happy, so yeah, I definitely recommend getting a little bit of sun if you can, and a lot of hydration if you can as well. Stay hydrated, people, it's very important. But anyway, yeah, we're coming close to the end of the build here. I did use a lot of the new pack because I only just recently got it. And I love it. I think it's brilliant and amazing and beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm really loving the new stuff they're coming out with, especially in Build Buy. But yeah, we are getting close to the end of this video, and I just want to say, if you've enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe. I come out with a new video every single day except for the last couple of days of February. But yeah, until then, I hope to see you guys in the next video, which I've already built. I'm already ahead of schedule. I'm very proud of myself, getting ahead of schedule here. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.